The genre of movies based on the real missions of NASA is actually a fairly succinct conversation when almost no other titles achieved the same acclaim as Apollo 13. The three-decade-old Oscar winner led by Tom Hanks, Bill Paxton, Kevin Bacon, and Ed Harris beautifully recounts a story tangential to the most famous mission into space in history. Upon release, Apollo 13 was extolled for its design, effects, and scientific accuracy, but it also engages in a human narrative with philosophical themes. Apollo 13 is real space exploration in cinema like we'd never seen it before. Apollo 13 gets into all the details of surviving in space. In terms of the adapted narrative, Apollo 13 is an all-around solid movie. It is well-paced, introduces compelling tension among the main characters in their personal and professional lives, and neatly segues into the action. Everyone is well cast. Even if this didn't turn out to be another Oscar nod for Tom Hanks, he has the perfect dependable presence to play Jim Lovell, the commander of the lunar expedition gone wrong. Kathleen Quinlan got an Oscar nomination for playing Marilyn Lovell, but Ed Harris is the true standout as the intense, inspirational, yet very down-to-earth flight director. Gene Kranz. I'd be inclined to fault it for excessive, something is going to go wrong foreshadowing, if most of it weren't actually true, including Marilyn losing her wedding ring down the shower drain the night before the launch, per the Washington Post. But what Apollo 13 is really remembered for is being one of the most accurate and, therefore, best movies about space exploration we have. And the amount of research that went into this is palpable, even if we, as average viewers, don't fully understand the space jargon. Apollo 13 shows all the unsavory and tedious details of a NASA mission, from waste disposal to dying many times in a simulation to dozens of people forcing themselves to remain calm. The movie takes things like Lovell asking for his math to be checked, and several people knowing to immediately sit down and do the same calculations to make sure they are all getting the same results, and executes them with the same thrill of any action movie. Few space movies I have seen are as appreciative of the real work that happens at NASA. Apollo 13 offers poignant musings on the final frontier and all it takes to get there. Apollo 13 delves into the astronauts' personal goals and the financial challenges faced by NASA. Tom Hanks as Jim Lovell in Apollo 13. Apollo 13 is also highly praised for its visuals, which exhibit stellar special effects, especially for 1995, which capture the breathtaking grandeur alongside the terror of being in space. The movie is pretty busy in terms of the technicalities of space travel but still shows off the visual beauty that we associate with our favorite sci-fi movies, even if the sets and shots are all strictly realistic in this case. Yet Apollo 13 isn't just getting by on its technical presentation when it has a respectable and complex story to tell.